कार कमाल के यूट्यूब चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन दबाना मत भूलें।
বিসমিল্লাহির রহমানির রহিম। আপনাদের এই 10ম এপিসোড অর্থাৎ স্পেশাল এপিসোডে আপনাদের সকলকে শুভেচ্ছা জানাই এবং আপনারা সকলে অবগত আছেন যে আজকে আমাদের হচ্ছে ইন্টারন্যাশনাল পর্ব এবং এই ইন্টারন্যাশনাল পর্বে আমরা বাংলার পাশাপাশি আজকে পর্বটাতে ইংলিশেও করব এবং সেই সাথে আপনাদেরকে পরিচিত করে দেব আমাদের 3জন সুপার হিরো এবং সুপার ইয়াং স্টার আমরা যাদেরকে বলি। তো আমাদের সাথে স্ক্রিনে শেয়ার হবেন জামাতা ফার্নান্দো, বেলাল ইউসুফ এবং সেই সাথে আমাদের সাথে যুক্ত হবেন সাইমা আক্তার, দীপ্তি এবং সকলকে ধন্যবাদ জানাই। এবং today we are going to have a special episode where 3 young people from 3 different countries participate in this live program and আমরা সেই সাথে বাংলার পাশাপাশি ইংলিশেও এই প্রোগ্রামটি করব কারণ আমাদের যেহেতু আমাদের ইন্টারন্যাশনাল গেস্টরা আমাদের এই প্রোগ্রামটির সাথে আছে এবং আপনাদের যাদের কমেন্ট আছে যারা কমেন্ট করতে পারেন কমেন্টের মাধ্যমে এই প্রোগ্রামের সাথে যুক্ত হতে পারেন। জাস্ট উই আর eagerly waiting to this live program. Our audience was also waiting for our respectable guest Jamata Fernando, Belal Yusuf and Saimata Dipti. First of all, I would like to thank all our 3 guests and then we are going separately and then we are asked some questions and we want to know about their activities, their thinking about country and thinking about social work and thinking about young people. Now we are going to Bilal Yusuf from Pakistan. Many people are waiting for you. They are say hosla bada ke rakhna sir Bilal बहुत कुछ बात पाकिस्तान से आ रहा है। तो now at first I will ask about Bilal Yusuf, a young fellow tourist from Pakistan who could not stop by anything, who has been repeatedly brought to the sight of the people by human suffering. Would like to know about him and his organization. Please introduce your organization and you.
Sure. Thank you so much. First of all, I am really very thankful and I am seriously obliged to you and the platform because it's the initiative that should be taken a long ago. Because it's been so long that I have been the part of this foundation and I am just seeing people working. But it's the first time that I am seeing that 3 different countries are under the same globe or you're working really very I want to salute you because I'm really very happy for the idea that you have come forward with. So first of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Bilal Yusuf and I am from Lahore, the city of Pakistan. Actually, the main thing that lied behind my foundation, which I started, was that everybody, like many of us, wanted to do a good work, but we couldn't find a platform. And we all are looking for sometimes that we want to help and we are finding for the shortcut, like we just donate something randomly to the people, like giving 150 10 rupees, like it's a shortcut. So it's actually a journey started from merely a few people, a few students, including me. The journey was started by 1500 rupees. Like we had to gather, I saw a person who wanted medicines and it was very hard for me to like see people who are getting ignored by the society, by everyone who can't cooperate them due to their own lack of resources. So I just come forward with the plan that I just saw a person who wanted 1500 rupees for his medicine. I just uploaded a WhatsApp status and it came up with an idea that even 100 of a person can help a person who is waiting for 1500 rupees. So instead of 1500 rupees, we collected 15,000 rupees and the platform started and it's an immense kind of player for me and it's a power for all the organizations working in Pakistan that you have taken this step, because I haven't seen anyone from the Pakistan or anywhere like in the around the globe also, because you have approached us and it's the initiative that we really wanted, that all of 3 of us just come forward and look that there is something going on and we all should plan and there's some kind of the formal, or you can say gathering between 3 of us, and it's a gesture of harmony or it's a gesture of great content and love. And you have just seriously won my heart. Thanks and love to all the audience, even 5% who are watching from Bangladesh or even 2% who are watching from Sri Lanka. I just seriously love them all. Thank you so much. This is a short intro. You can carry on with the next questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Bilal Yusuf, for your beautiful words. Many people see you from Pakistan. They are
Yes.
well wishing you. They are carry Kamal for well-wisher. And thank you, the people of Pakistan who are supporting us and who are supporting Kari Kamal and also supporting our guest. Uh, I'm also turn out to Bilal Yusuf. I want to know your organization name is Kari Kamal.
Yes.
So why your organization name is Tariq Kamal and what has
Uh,
inspired you the most to stand by people? I want to know these two questions.
Yes, sure. Actually, the story and the idea behind is like it's very mesmerizing, and I think that many of people who are watching, like even I will say this again and again, that number doesn't count. Even the person who are watching are 50 or 100, because we always get the things done when we see the number, that how many people are seeing and how many likes this page have, or we measure the progress by this. But I don't see things like that. So I would like you to know about the organization's name. CAR, the word KAAR, CAR means worth, and E is the conjunction. Kamal is like exceptional or something matchless. So collectively, it is called as the matchless work. And moreover, the Kamal was the name of my brother, whom I lost like 9 years ago, and he was passed away. He was drowned in water, and he was my elder brother. And of course, I was attached to him, and it was a kind of gesture, or it was kind of a symbol that I showed love to him. And still, I believe that he's getting he's getting my love, and he's seeing me. So it's a journey which started from just a thought. It's a mere thinking of the thought. And everyone who is watching even now, I would love to use your platform, and I would like to see people who are just watching it, that they will develop their own non-profit organizations. And in case if anyone want help and who want something like sometimes people need moral support, or just they can't get support enough from the society or family, I am more than available for any of you. I am just a text away, because sometimes a person who want to help, he can't help others because of low people who just degrade them, and who think that it is not the thing to do, and it is something everyone should take care of. It should be done at your own level, rather than you are doing and collecting people and distributing it. So this is the thing, this is the main idea, which people feel that you're asking for money, but it is not like that. I hope so that I'm not taking so much time. I have to we have other two guests too, so we can continue with them too. Thank you.
No problem. I will the comment in the screen. Jaru Khan. Wow, हमें उर्दू में बात में बताओगे एकला में? He want to Urdu in your speak. Okay. Thank you. And Jaru Khan wait for you Urdu. Inshallah. And next time में जरूर उर्दू में आएगा. Yes, we heard that Samata Dipti say that our situation and what the youth now to go, and we are now Bilal Yusuf. Every country is facing an epidemic. Every country is trying to their best. Now we know about Pakistan. What the current situation of Pakistan now?
So actually, the situation here is getting better and getting worse at the same time. The number of patients are increasing day by day, and the graph is elevated. But the moment of concern at the moment is that all of us cannot blame the government for the thing. Everyone is blaming the government, and everyone is thinking that government should do something and bring something, a magical atmosphere, that corona will go out of nowhere, and things will get better. But this is not the way things are going to happen. We all have to work individually. Even anyone listening to this who is going outside, and who is doing his stuff, they should be careful, more careful, and doing things more properly. Like if they are going outside, then they should wear a mask, and they should have a proper counseling about it. But what I am seeing these days is that people are blaming government, and the more thing we should have to do is that, accept blaming government, we should do something for our own self. Apart from the things which are not in our control, like the natural pandemic, which is everywhere in the world. There is something happening with the people who cannot afford something basic, like they cannot afford grocery, or they are having something shortage of food, and there is some serious kind of food shortage, and they cannot even eat properly. Like, it's a blessing if you are having a meal 3 times a day on your table. So people here are also suffering from the same situation, and our PM is doing his well. Like, we as an organization receive hundreds of cases yet, but we cannot help all of them, and we are trying our best. But there are some issues and some problems everywhere, so government is trying its level best, and there's a SARS program which is launched, which is here for the help of almost like so many people, and there is distribution of 10,000 rupees per person. So it is enough for a family, but of course they cannot help everyone, but they are trying. This is the main concern, that even government is trying and people are trying. Before there was a lockdown, that no one can go out and work for himself, but now the lockdown has been moved to the smart lockdown, and everyone is getting somehow everyone has started earning. But at the same time, it's the graph is elevated, and we are just praying to the god that this just gets better and everyone starts earning. Even there are some people who are school employees or school guards or security guards, or the ones who had daily wagers. So they all are suffering at the moment, and we have to think for them and all the nations and all the people who are just developed fully and are in the development stage, like Pakistan or most of the countries in Asia. We all need to look forward, all the forward for the things which should get better, and we should all work together. And this is the platform where we can show our best, and we can show harmony to other. And moreover, I would like to thank everyone who is watching, and I am just reading the comments. And thank you so much. आप सबके मेरे लिए बहुत ज़्यादा प्यार है. And I am just 100, and you are one to that 100. I am 00 and you are one for that. So if without your presence and without your presence of one, I cannot say that I am 100. So thank you everyone for the concern, and this is the answer of the question from now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. There's very poor connection in the network. As there are from 3 countries, we are hosting this program: Sri Lanka, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. Now I go to Bilal Yusuf and some questions to you. We know that the situation, current situation of Pakistan, and we know that why your organization name is Kari Kamal, and why you doing this job for the humanitarian work, why you involved. And now we want to know, how do you see the interest in social work among the youth of Pakistan? We want to know, is the Pakistani youth interest to work, humanity work in this situation, and overall the situation?
Yes. So are you asking about the inspiration I got for working regarding Karekmal? Am I right? Okay.
Okay.
So actually, the inspiration I got was from the first person I met and who wanted medicines, and I just thought that maybe I can help. I can help using my social status, or even every person has his or her own social status, like you will have, and other person who are watching. Like, everyone will be uploading pictures on Facebook, on Instagram, on WhatsApp. So if they can do that, then they can also ask for help for others who can't even ask. This is the main dilemma of the society, that we always help those who can ask. So the main motivation was I should help those who can't ask and who are just living at their own places, and they're just living hand to mouth. And the first question that came into my mind, and which people ask so many times, that the people you are helping should earn themselves. And this is the main question that arises from so many places. And the people who are here listening to me will also have the same question for so many times, that why the people we are helping can't earn their own selves. Firstly, these days there are different issues like corona and joblessness, and apart from that, we the main objective of Karya Kamal was that we need to help the people who are widows or who were handicapped and who couldn't earn for their own selves, or even they even if they could earn, then it wasn't enough for them to put the place for these children to have a healthy meat or healthy even a normal food, even without any fantasies or even without any luxury. Because all of us do have a luxury food items involved in our bucket list, which we want to eat in a whole in our month, and we think that we should eat them, and we do have a bucket list, seriously speaking. So many of the people who are on the world do not have a bucket list, and they don't think that they can afford even a basic, you can say a dal or sabzi, you can say vegetable, or so this was the main motivation. And the motivation which literally just shook me up was when it was started, I just go to another house, like for helping a family, and during an help, they just said that they don't have any food item in their house. Even the food, even the house was okay, like from outside it could feel that they're okay and they can afford. So I just asked them, what did you want to eat? And they just replied that it is better if this is chicken. So chicken was very fascinating or fantasy thing for them, and we do have a bucket list. Sadly speaking, this is the thing that we are just at touching the skyscrapers, and others are just living in huts. So the main objective was to somehow, if we can't normalize, make things like on the level that we can go close to them. And secondly, the motivation was my team. The team here I got is just outstanding. The yesterday I just uploaded the status that I'm coming on a live on Bangladeshi channel, and everyone felt so happy, literally. Everyone was just asking questions, and everyone just uploaded the same status, and it was like a moment of victory for all of them. So the main things that you should have got a good team, and for having a good team, I would like to give you a small tip that you should filter them. Don't let the people just who want to help just enter them just randomly. Just put them in a group, and if they're working, then filter them and then add them in the group which is working more efficiently. So this is my motivation. And last 2 points which I would like to quote is my family is my motivation, because they never let me feel that I shouldn't do this. Even some people said that it is, maybe it will cause harm, maybe accountability issues will be there, because normally any organization who gets fund and who has some financial support is just thought that there will be some issues in like in the case of they're getting money and they're not spending in for the right people. So we just took this initiative, and I would love that every organization should take the step that they should have a weekly finance report, that how many donations did they get, how many rations did they distribute. And even if 100 people are watching it, like on your Facebook, on WhatsApp, that's more than enough, because people are saying that you are just being accountable and you are being more responsible. So if you are just handling with the financial regardings, then you should take care of this thing. And in case if it's all about just visiting people and just visiting orphanages, then that's fine. And it was my father who just helped me so much, and he just has uh, in his blood to help others. So I just got that from him also. And it is I think that my brother Kamal, I always feel that he is here for me. And I was just thinking that I shouldn't share it with you, but I am just thinking that I should share, because I was just shocked. I had just a register here on which I was writing that which points which I have to tell or which shouldn't I have to tell. So on the register, I just turned it around, and when I saw that there was the name written Al Kamal, so I was just paused, and I said that Bhai Kamal is here. Bhai means brother. So I just got the warmth, and I just got inspiration. And everyone who has someone passed away, I would love and I would recommend you, if you want to feel their if you are feeling their pain, and if you want them to feel happy in their afterlife, then you should do something which can help them, and which can help you your own self to help others, because the initiative you have taken will help others and will help so many of your team members to get out of depression, get out of so many difficulties. Because when you see something bad happening to the people, you see that I am more fortunate, that I am having a more good life. So this is the main thing that I want to say, that be inspired. Like everyone who is watching it, even 2 or 3 persons who get inspired, then that's my job is done. Thank you.
That's a bad idea about Pakistan abroad, that is about terrorists. We can see this news about Pakistan in regular newspaper. How do you, as a future leader, want to change this participation of the outside abroad towards Pakistan? This bad idea.
So can you hear me first? Do tell me, then I can continue with the answer.
Yes, I'm hearing.
Uh, Yes. So actually, the thing is that there are always two sides of the picture, which it depends on us that which we want to see. At first, in Pakistan, there were so many issues when I came back from Saudi to Pakistan. There were like, of course, there were insecurity that there will be terrorists or there will be some kind of the attacks which we cannot bear, and there was an insecurity. I agree to that point, but today there is like a very minimal point that there will be something terrorist attack or something strange will gonna happen, because almost they we can say that they are 1%, so we cannot judge that 1% can influence the 99% of the rest of the society, which are just helping each other and which are just creating harmony. And more basic part which I wanted to say, that all of us, that we are just creating a harmony, like you, I, and this is the main thing, that we from like two of us from two different nations are just creating love and peace. So this is all about it. Our army is trying its level best to eradicate all of them, and they're almost, like you can say that they are 1%. And it until 2014, of course, there were issues, and every media, like media of every country, do have some uh, power that they can show the things they want to see. So we always see some things bad about Pakistan or many other things in our foreign media or many other media places. But it doesn't depend that there's some serious issue or something different is going on in here. It is same like the rest of the world, and you can see. I wish that you can see someday. You will come here and see the beauty of Pakistan, and many tourists are coming here, and it's been a time that someone has thought that we shouldn't come here and there's some kind of danger. And even I was reading an article, and it was written there that Islamabad is one of the most safest city available in Pakistan, or you can say it has a good ranking in the world, because it do have some security. And of course Lahore, and it also has its own cultural impact and more beauty sceneries. So we do have a soft corner, and people are seeing this even after the special efforts of the government and PM Imran Khan. We have been able to like encourage tourists to come here and eradicate all the facts that have been placed in the minds of the people. And I think so that maybe they have been placed intentionally, or maybe they are there's a misconception about Islamophobia, or you can say that people can misjudge about things like seeing from outside. Even I agree to the stance that people do think that there's some terrorist thing, because when I was in Saudi, I was also a kind of foreigner to Pakistan. I used to think the same, that maybe how can I will be able to go to masjid, but that was the misconception of the media, that I was seeing something. Even if you can see a cartoon 24/7 on the internet or like on the TV, then you can feel the character. So if you're seeing the same thing on the media again and again, and you are just listening about the things which are not happening that way, because that 1% is being shown up like 50%, so that just demolishes us. And I would love that if any one of you, anyone who's listening, will come to Pakistan and see the beauty, because I have seen many tourists coming here and they are enjoying the hospitality. They're even saying that it is the country which is free, like in a sense that you don't have to pay a penny to buy any things. And this is a gesture of like more love and honor to the guests who are coming. And this is what I have learned, because when I was back in the place that was my birthplace, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, I used to have like people from Bangladesh, like they were, you can say that, colleagues of my father at the shop. So we do have a good time, and I know like they like fish, and they do have some particular accent, and I do love that. And I do love every nation. Even I do have the friends of Sri Lanka. So it's about creating goodness about people. And we, all of us, should not think that this particular area is not secure, this particular area is terrorist attacked. We should think that maybe there will be something better. And of course we are seeing the side of the story we want to see. So all of you are requested to see the things which are not shown, and you can just search clearly on the beauty of Pakistan. It's like compared to Switzerland. So I wish that one day all of you will come here, and I will be able to like give you better hospitality, and show my love for all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Yusuf. Inshallah, one day we all take your hospitality.
Yes.
And we are at the end of the program due to bad, poor connection and bad weather. Last questions for Bilal Yusuf. We want to know about the dream of you and your country and your organization.
Yes.
What is the dream of you?
I yes. I will be very specific in this. Maybe I will be like an extra blunt person in this regard, but I will say this thing that I have a dream. Like it's a very famous quote that I have a dream. That I will say that I have a dream that one day everyone will have a good food on their table, or maybe many of the people can think of the things they don't have now. You can say that I want itself, like even if I can influence those who cannot even arrange a meal for their own, like someone from the team, like for the the family we were helping told me that they we keep fast for Ramzan. So they told us that it was the first time that they drink ruafza. This is a drink here, maybe it's in the Asia, like in India and Bangladesh, and it's there too. So it was the first time that they were drinking this, and they felt so happy, and it was an honor for me that this is the thing that people are wondering for, and we literally don't care. I will say to the every person who is depressed or who is getting so much exhausted with the things that is happening in his or her life, because things are not that much flat, or life is not full bed of the roses that we think. So you just have to go outside your house, go to your nearest like any street, any place that you know, and even you don't know, you can go randomly. This is the thing that we have done in Lahore, that we made the groups of 5 to 6 people. You can do that. You don't need the name, or you don't need the label for any organization. That if you need a goodness, if you want to do something good, like it's in the Quran in Surah Rahman, that there is no replacement of goodness except goodness. That if you will do good, something good will happen to you. No wonder what opposite forces you are going to get, what is bad is coming to you, and what do you think that people will say something to you. Because I believe that most of the people who have come here must have their difficult life stories, and they have their own journey. Like maybe sometimes someone bullied them, and someone would have said that you shouldn't do this, this is not something well to do at this age, and you should move on with the life. But this is not the thing. We can't be selfish all our life, because one day, this is a very important sentence that I'm going to say at the moment, is that one day we all will be unknown. Like in a 50 years, 60 years, 100 years, what we all will be? Nothing. No one will have an idea that there will be a live session, that people were seeing us, we were getting admired, and we were feeling happy, we were on the seventh sky, that we have done something enormous. So the main thing is, you have to let something you just have to let the people show, like feel that what you are doing, like what people can think that you have done something for the society, that one day you will leave the world, you have to be self-satisfied that yes, I have done what I could do, and I have left an influence that people can follow and come and even have an idea that this is the thing we can do. Second thing that I wanted to say about having a dream and saying that what I really want is that most of the organizations that not I cannot say that most of all, but many organizations which I know, and I just ask them, because we all are students most of the time, and I think so. Being a male person, I do have like a financial responsibility, and everyone do have a financial responsibility. Like they do have to support the family they're the part of. So I will request this, if you, even if you are doing this, I won't I respect your opinion, and I will not say that you shouldn't do this, but I am just putting my opinion in my place, that the whatever donations you are getting, whatever the financial assistance you are getting, in case you are getting that, I exactly don't know the departments you both of the organizations are working, like the one from Sri Lanka and the other from Bangladesh. But in case you are getting donation from the people, you shouldn't take money from it, like for your own salary. It is my own salary. The good work doesn't require you to get the salary from the person. Okay, so this is the main thing, that I don't think this that people who are helping should get some benefit from the people who are being helped. So this is my stance, and I see that one day, because many organizations are working, and even so many organizations are have just collected 1 million rupees, Pakistani rupees, and in both of the areas which I have been talking to, they also have collected so many rupees. So there should be a just system. There should be a sense of accountability. That's why I'm saying so much the word accountability, because people do invest something and they want to see. If you want to run your organization more better way, and or you can say that you want the people to help, in case it's the financial terms, so you should take care of the thing that everyone is just investing something and you just have to pay back in terms of showing what you are doing. It's been said that so many times, and I want to clear that you shouldn't show the pictures. You should never show the picture of the people you are helping, but you should show some evidences like grocery picture, ration, or you can say bill picture, or the video you are going, the process you are going through. Because more videos on your Facebook page there will be, and more are the chances that things will go in a better way. So that was the answer of the question, and I hope so that I didn't go so much into the detail. I'm done.